are gathered here to celebrate that today, after almost more than a year, about 2 years, since the members of PCA Kirinyaga Church, which is under Nyangeni Parish, Nyangeni Nandeni area, which is in Kirimara West Presbytery, were evicted. Interestingly, they were evicted by people who claimed to have owned this plot of land or bought it. But after searching, we discovered that this plot was given to the church by the county government more than 30 years ago. There is something the county told us that they used to exchange land with people, and then they would allocate plots to institutions and also to individuals. So one of the institutions that was allocated this land is PCA Kirinyaga Church. But the people who surrendered that land, they did not surrender the mother title. So they subdivided it and then sold to unsuspecting citizens. So those people who bought it came and evicted our members. But due to the hard work of our county government, led by the CEC lands and our county attorney, and also with the backing of our honorable governor, we were able to get interim orders to continue worshiping in this church. And we are praying that by the grace of God, we will be able to recover the land, not for the benefit of an individual, but for the benefit of the church and the community. And as we keep saying, the church is the light, is the beacon of light in a community. It helps people with different needs. We are able to minister to the youth as they struggle with their issues, to people who are going through difficult issues. So when you destroy a church, you destroy a whole community. And we also want to urge these people who are buying land from people who are suspicious, that it is good you do your due diligence. A title deed is not enough. Go and follow up. Know where did this title originate from? Who really owns this land? And so we just want to thank the county government through the Ministry of Lands that have helped us, even educated us on these matters of land. But also it's unfortunate that these people are targeting churches and public institutions who do not have a specific owner, but it's owned by the community. So we just ask people to support each other, know who is selling land, know where you are buying from, but it is wrong, it is evil, it is immoral, it is illegal what people are doing. But we thank God that today, the small church, because this Kirinyaga Church is a very small congregation, our small congregation in Kirinyaga, the people are able to come back and fellowship together and worship God together. And today is a big day. We pray that this case will go to the end and we shall win for the glory of God.
Tuna shukurani kubwa sana, tuna furaha kubwa. Hata ukiingia pale ndani ya kanisa utaona washirika wamefurahia sana kupata nafasi ya kurudi katika nyumba ambao walijenga kwa miaka mingi, kwa jasho, kwa kujitoa. Walipotolewa walikuwa na huzuni, hata kuna wengine ambao walienda na leo wamerudi, ikiwa ishara ya furaha na pia tumaini mpya. A new hope imeingia katika maisha ya wapendwa wetu, na tunashukuru sana kazi kubwa ambayo imefanywa na county government ya Kirinyaga tukiongozwa na waziri wetu na pia advocate na pia hata mheshimiwa honorable governor. Hii ni kazi kubwa ambao wanafanya. Tunaombea neema za Mungu ziwe pamoja nao na pia wapate ile hekima ya kuweza kulainisha mambo ya mashamba, kwa maana ukweli ni kwamba maeneo haya kuna mambo mengi ambayo yanaendelea sio mazuri ya mashamba that needs to be aligned, mambo yakae vile ambavyo yanafaa.
Of Her Excellency Governor Waiguru, during her 2 seasons in office, has been able to make an unprecedented recovery of public land that hitherto was grabbed and belonged to individuals, and the county through various processes has been able to secure some of those parcels. Some we've gone through the court process. It is a litigious process, and so you cannot really say when we are going to have the process concluded. Like where we are standing is Kabare Nyangati registration parcel number 665. This land was transferred from being a public land to an individual during the time of transition in the year 2012. We went into court and we preferred the criminal route, and so through the office of the DCI, we were able to have this land restored to the public and specifically to the county government of Kirinyaga. Some people were jailed and fined, and here around the Kutus, we have various problems. Among them, if you go there at the bus terminal or the bus park there at Kutus, you find that there is a lot of pressure, congestion of both vehicular and passengers. And so this space can serve to ease the congestion around that area. Still, you have another problem at the Kutus Fresh Produce Market, which also houses the clothes market. And if you go there on Mondays or Thursdays, during the market days, you find that you even cannot get a parking space. Even for pedestrians to walk, it's a hazardous process. And so this space, because it is 2 acres, it can also be used to ease congestion and also to spur investment and business around Kutus and the environs. We've also restored the famous industrial park land, where the governor herself give direct leadership, and the 242 acres which had gone to the hands of an individual through the court process. The title was revoked and restored to the county, and the industrial park is up and running on that space. We've also recovered a small space around these Kutus, where the stalled project for the construction of the area MCA, one office, is being constructed. That area, measuring about half an acre, was in the hands of an individual, and we were able to restore it. The entire parcel from which that parcel emanated, that is Kabarenyangati 716, we are still in court looking for the restoration of the entire 15-acre parcel to the county government of Kirinyaga. We've other parcels around these Kutus where we've gone to court, and we have been given various dates for various activities like mention, like hearing, and the process is still ongoing. We also have where at Kiruguya, we are intending to put the Kenya Medical Training College campus, and on that parcel 2 acres, the parcel was claimed by a neighboring institution, but we were able to restore it to the county because at no time were the 2 acres in the hands of any other institution other the defunct local authority, whom we are now their successors. There are parcels that were hitherto grabbed, others even sold to innocent purchaser for value without knowing, but unfortunately the land was not secure under the person who disguised themselves as sellers or owners. So you find that there are those who are innocent. They might be business people, they might be politicians, but they are also unscrupulous politicians and well-connected persons who are able to penetrate either through the documents of Kanjo, through our land registry and what have you, and they altered or changed land ownership documents in their favor. The others who are already on ground, yet in terms of documentation, they can't produce any document of ownership, but they are on the ground and they have been settled there, some even for over 50 years. But let me put this straight. Some are saying that because they have been seated there for over 50 years, for over 12 years, and the law of adverse possession talks of being in continuous and disrupted occupation for 12 years, that one may think that because they are simply there for a long time, that land may belong to them, or that the court might decide to give a portion to them. When it comes to public land, that does not apply. Adverse possession only applies to an individual against an individual, but not an individual against public land. So if it is public land, it is total vacation. It is total vacation. You give what is known as nini. You just leave. Yeah. Parcels of land that we've already secured title deeds, and others, what has happened, you win a case, and then the person appeals. You've already won, And so the person goes to the higher court, court of appeal, and they appeal. So we have to wait for the outcome of the appeal. But as for taking possession, it is we win and we take possession. And may I also also advise for free, those who are already sitting on public land, kindly vacate. Kindly vacate and give what is known as vacant possession. That's the one that I was looking for. Give vacant possession if you're occupying on a public land. Give vacant possession, and when you hear that the owner of the land wants to develop the land, wants to put a project, you do like what people did at Kerugoya. They just vacated without giving us any problems, or those who vacated where we are doing the affordable housing. We didn't have a lot of friction with them. So if you are sitting on public land, know that you are an illegal dweller, occupant. You are an illegal occupant. Thank you.
Hii shamba mnaiona huku ilikuwa imenyakuliwa 250 acres of land. Nikaenda kotini, nikashinda, wakaenda court of appeal. Wakienda court of appeal nikatumaniwa delegation, sio moja, sio mbili, sio tatu. Akisema governor, sasa maneno yako, shida yako ni nini? Sisi ukiongea kama ni shamba unataka tutakupatia eka 10, eka 50, unyamazie. Mimi nikamwambia mimi sina haja na shamba. Hiyo shamba ni ya watu wa Kirinyaga. Na nataka irudishwe kwa watu wa Kirinyaga kwa sababu tuko na mpango ya kufanya maendeleo ya industry. Nikaenda court of appeal tukashinda. Tuliposhinda tu hivi tukatransfer na immediately tukadesignate kuwa industrial, na nikaanza safari ya kuleta industries huku Sagana.